Hey guys, and welcome to TerraTech. This episode, I'll actually be doing a tutorial for the first time instead of gameplay. And hold on, we have an attacker. Okay, he's gone. Never mind. Okay, so in this episode, we're going to be doing a tutorial, and I'll be showing you how to build a small scout plane using only geoso parts. So we'll go ahead and start building. First of all, I'll just use 1 blocks, right and left high wind airfoils, rudder airfoils, and turbine propellers, and maybe some wheels. So that will be to make it simple and easy to build. And this plane will have no weapons. This is going to be a scout slash reconnaissance plane, scout slash um, moving plane. Like if you want to move your base around. So let's go ahead and get a good base set up. So with planes, small planes like this, you want to have your wings up in the front, and then you want to have the tails in the back, farther back. You don't want to have your wings towards the middle because that will provide too much nose weight. So for wheels, I'm going to put a stabilizer wheel in the back, and I'm going to use riser wheels in the front. Okay, and then with these turbine propellers, I'm going to put them on the sides like this to provide lift for the plane. So this will be slightly unstable. I'm going to go ahead and give you an overview of how it will fly. So you have to be very touchy on the controls. See, I'm not being very touchy right now, and I'm being attacked. So, yeah. Okay, this is way too touchy. I'm gonna go ahead and land real quick and get rid of the attacker. Unfortunately, we did hurt some of our wings. Okay. Now, this is very unstable. As you could see, it'll be very hard to fly. If you do get venture gyros, those will help to put on here, maybe one. But this is not the ideal plane design. You want to have something a little larger. Say, here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff back in my SCU real quick. So you want to have a longer plane, of course, and this time you want to have 2 sets of wings. This will make it much more stable and will allow for more speed because of these turbine propellers I'm putting on right here. So, and then for wheels, these guys again, you can always substitute a block, and then the dirt wheels, or maybe the little trekker wheels. Those are always good for substitution, and those might be scraping. I'm gonna go ahead and move these up. So that they're not in the way, and so the lift is more balanced. And always remember to put your radar on. I'm just going to use a GSO standard radar. This plane will be a bit more stable, easier to control, but it's still not going to be perfect. So this is another way to build a scout plane. This one you can actually put weapons on. It'll be somewhat useful, although with its instability it is going to be very hard to aim and fire and keep firing at enemy techs. So I do suggest these 2 planes I just built for scout use only. Okay, so I will now do a larger GSO plane. Actually, no, I'll do a Venture Scout plane as well. So with Venture, you want to have Venture has better flight blocks, so fewer Venture blocks will equal more GSO blocks. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it like that, and we have these nose propellers right here that we're gonna use for our plane. Those are very useful. So with Venture planes, you want to put them a little higher off the ground. And for wheels, we're going to go ahead and use these zoomer wheels in the front. And then a landing gear wheel in the back. So the reason I'm making it tilted is for ease of takeoff. And actually, I'm going to change this up a little and put these guys on sort of stalks. So these will lift it off the ground a little more and make it easier to put the propeller on and not have it bonk the ground. So that's where the propeller will go. And then for tail blocks, standard as always, and then definitely want your radar again. You might be able to put gyros on. I wouldn't suggest gyros on planes again, just because they make planes fly somewhat wonky. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. See, this is gonna be a lot more stable because Venture has better flight blocks. So and because it's lighter. So this is actually a much better way to build a scout plane. So there's a Venture plane for you. Hawkeye doesn't make great scouts, but it is good for other planes. So I'm not going to be showing Hawkeye scouts in this episode. Whoa, we're on our side there. Anyway, let's go ahead and make a slightly larger Venture scout. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a double-decker right here. So this will enable better lift and better carrying capacity, enabling you to put weapons on this one. So you could put any sort of weapons. I would suggest missiles or mortars. Venture doesn't have mortars, but it does have missiles. So if you do have those will be very useful. And with that, this is a very good harasser scout. It's not a very good combat tech, but if you have like a small tech you want to destroy, this is good for that. And that about wraps up my episode for my tutorial for today. Thanks guys for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and Chaos out.